Rachitsa Delta, Boreal Continent, Tukayyid, Free Rasselhag Republic, 2 May 3052.
Mech warrior Carlton wrinkled his nose in disgust. Despite his Nova's excellent filtration system, the air in his cockpit still reeked of stagnant pools and decaying reed beds. Grimly, Carlton sloshed his mech through the swamp. What a miserable place to fight a war. As he strolled along, he consoled himself by imagining the expression on the face of his free-birth tech, Samantha, when she saw and smelled the muck crusted on the Nova's leg assemblies. He could see her now, eyes flashing, fist clenched. She would need one hand free to pinch her nostrils shut.
Mech warrior Carlton. Enemy armor at 300 meters and closing.
Jolted back to reality by his star commander's shout, Carlton felt his face grow hot. As advance point for the star, he should have detected the approaching hovercraft first. Pivoting, he jabbed his mech's left arm toward the enemy, discharging a volley of laser fire at the approaching Gabriel. The tiny hovercraft was moving too fast to hit. All 6 of his shots went wide. He tracked it a moment longer, contemplating a volley from the array of lasers in his Nova's right arm, but chose not to risk the tremendous heat buildup such an attack would create. Instead, he turned his attention to the scout craft's larger and slower cousins approaching him in its wake. Carlton aligned his crosshair on an incoming Kanga fighter and failed to notice the twin Vs of 2 waves zeroing in on his position from the far side of the river. His fingers tightened on the firing stud just as a pair of flashman mechs rose from the channel 30 meters behind him. The flashmans fired their lasers at his Nova's weak back armor. Startled, Carlton flipped his mech's left arm around and fired his remaining lasers at the enemy machines. Blinking away tears of pain from the sudden unbearable rush of heat into his cockpit, he glanced at his monitors. All 3 of his laser beams had hit, but both Comguard mechs remained standing. Before they could fire again, Carlton slapped his couch's eject button. As his ejection couch rose above Carlton's Nova, the enemy's return fire slammed into the doomed mech. Carlton cursed under his breath. Neither Samantha nor any other tech would repair the damage to his machine from this battle. The Comguards had just shot the Nova to pieces. Carlton looked down, and he cursed even louder as his couch dropped towards the center of a huge, black, weed-choked pond. As the noxious odors of the swamp struck him full force, he wondered if death in a flaming mech's cockpit might have been preferable. Hit and Run on the Fresno Plain. Excerpted from At Ground Zero, Memoirs of a Comguard by Giuseppe Thurston, Comstar Press 3055.
Fresno Plain, Boreal Continent, Tukayyid, Free Rasselhag Republic, 2 May 3052.
Presenter Giuseki's voice came over the line, sounding like Focht had lit a fire under her feet.
White Lions, as soon as the clan infidels are in range, strike and hiss, then spring away. Bare your claws, they're closing in.
In Comstar, one learns to decipher even the most obscure allergy, and I understood the presenter's orders at once. Of course, some of the newer troopers had a little trouble with them. Infantryman Devilar, formerly a Liao soldier, voiced a plaintive request.
Strike and hiss, presenter? Could you be a little bit more specific?
Giseki answered, bubbling over with confidence.
Strike, ambush. We should hit plenty of good targets with our first volley. The more we can destroy, the better. Hiss, fire everything you've got, even if you can't hit anything. Make them think an entire army's attacking them. Spring away. Keep moving. Break off and retreat before they can close and force you into a drawn-out slugfest. That way, we can force these clanners to use up their ammo, and they've got precious little with which to resupply.
Presenter Giseki paused.
Do you understand now, Acolyte Devilar?
When Devilar answered, I could hear a feral smile in her voice.
Yes, presenter. I understand.